Well, hi again, folks. Thank you again for tuning in to this episode of Mad About Madeira. I want to thank you guys for your patience. I know we haven't put anything up in quite some time, but I'm getting some time to do it right now. My wife is not going to be on with me tonight. She's upstairs actually being beautiful. So, well, she had some work to do. So she's going to do that. But I told her, you know what? It's been going a little too long where we have not said anything to the people who've subscribed. So I might as well get in here and try to get a video in real quick. I think the last videos we put up were actual videos of us in Lisbon and Madeira. But this video is going to be relatively short, unlike most of the other videos we've had and we've shown you guys already. But you know, I was just looking at something here and looking at a restaurant that we went to for our anniversary in Portugal, Lisbon specifically. And again, that was our first visit to Portugal, and it was for our 7th anniversary, and we decided we might as well go there. Of course, the primary reason for our trip was to make it over to Madeira, a place we had never been to. Place, again, like I mentioned in the first video, I had not heard of until 2008. I know that may seem like some time ago, but I'm saying prior to that, I had never heard of any such place. I may have seen it in a history book or so and just never really paid much attention to it, as inquisitive as I am. Just never did. But we made it, and this was one of the restaurants we went to while we were there. This was specifically for our anniversary. It was beautiful, and I guess I can give a little shout out or a little publicity to them. It's Ristorante. It was an Italian restaurant, so I know I'm going to butcher this name. Il Matriciano. I guess that's the name of it. It was at Rua da Sao Bento. And let me not go butchering anything. Let me just show it to you if you can see it right here. That. I guess it might be coming out backwards on your screen, where you don't know, but that's it there. Nice little restaurant. Nice little intimate place. We really had a great time there. So if the owner seeing this right now, just let them know that we gave props to the restaurant, which I did say I was going to do when we got back, but I held on to the menu as a memento, and every time I see it I just keep missing Portugal more and more. So here it is. Well, anyway, I'm going to frame this as a matter of fact. So here I am, and this video is just about giving thanks to all of you who have subscribed. I want to thank you so much. I know I haven't gotten a chance to respond to everyone in their comments and so forth. It's been pretty busy because we're trying to put our ducks in a row, as they say, to try to get out of here and make it over to Madeira, hopefully by year's end or early into next year sometime. We're trying to get all that taken care of. As you guys know, there is so much nonsense going on here in the United States, and it's just something, I don't know, it's a political mess. Let me not even get into all of that. Just so much going on. I know everywhere has their issues. I know Portugal has their own burdens and everything they have to deal with. But I just feel like we'll just be better off over there than over here with the madness that I see that seems to be coming. This American empire just seems to be crumbling right before our eyes. I think some people are just not noticing it or paying close enough attention. But I am a history geek. I love history. I study history a lot. And you tend to see the telltale signs of an empire that's crumbling and crumbling from within, you know? So I think I want to just be out of here before this craziness and this madness takes place over here. So that's one of the reasons among so many others, not to mention the fact that, as you found out in our first video, our ancestry comes from Madeira. Both my wife and I were great grandchildren of people who came from Madeira. It only seems fit that we should just go back to where they came from, you know? So that's what we're doing. But I want to just thank you guys so much for subscribing. There were some really touching comments that were made. It looks like there were some people who have been on a journey trying to find their ancestry also, and took comfort in the fact that we are doing the same exact thing. And I wish them luck. Um, and so much has gone on since the last time we've done the videos. I've found out so much more about my family, my ancestors that came from Madeira. So it's really exciting. But one of the things that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to actually write a book. I'm trying to put all of that together to put it into a nice little neat story, and hopefully you guys out there, you subscribers and other people, can go ahead and purchase that book. So that's basically what we're doing right now. I didn't really have anything planned to really talk about at this moment. Of course, I know we're going to talk a little bit more about our trip to Portugal. My wife is not here, so I'm just going to just basically tell you the last couple of days while we were there in Madeira, we went to Porto do Sol, I think it's what it's called. Um, if I'm not mistaken, that's where we went. Yeah, with the waterfall that runs right off the old road that comes down. It's somewhat of a tourist attraction out there. We got a chance to make it out there. You may have seen it in the video that I produced, showing us standing there near the waterfall. That same day, we also went to the botanical gardens. We were trying to see if we can get on the tram going up, but I think they said on that particular day there wasn't any more that were going up. They were only coming down, something along that line. Well, we got a chance to go to the botanical gardens, and interestingly enough, that botanical garden, when I first started looking at Madeira, and I first put it in a search, when I said, you know what, a few years back when I said, this place called Madeira, that just seems to play a pivotal role in my ancestry, let me go take a look. And one of the first things that I did see was that garden. And I remember putting it on Facebook saying, wow, this is a place I would love to go. I would really love to go there. And I kept talking about it. At the time, it was just a dream. And even though I was saying that I wanted to go, it just didn't seem like it was really possible per se. Not knowing anyone, wondering if I want to take that leap going to a place I'd never heard of. And when all was said and done, guess what? I ended up at that garden. So you may have seen the pictures in the video also. So did get a chance to make it over there finally. So as I said before, we're, oh yes, so we did go to the gardens, and I don't remember if that night we also went out to dinner with my wife's family that we met over there. I think we may have. I'm not quite sure. I'm just realizing I'm not even using my microphone here. I thought I had it plugged up, so please forgive me. I hope the audio is still clear because I'm not using my microphone. I just realized I don't have it plugged in. But anyway, I think we did go out to dinner again that night, and the following day, I forgot what we did. I'm not thinking right now. It's a little bit off, but I forgot what we did on that last day, actually. I think we just spent some time walking around Funchal. I think we just spent some time just going around, looking at the place and so forth. And then we headed off to the airport to head back to Lisbon, where we spent what day did we leave? I think it was late Saturday. I think we were there, and we left out of Lisbon the Sunday. But when we got back to Lisbon, one of the things we did that night, we went down to this place called Quiche. I forgot, some Cash, I think that's how it's pronounced. Someone said it's just say cash and you'll get it right. So I think that's where we went. We went down there at night, and that was just an amazing place. It was not what I expected. I figured you know, restaurants and so forth, but it was like a big carnival. Like there were just people all over the streets, a lot of electricity. I thought the only place I could actually feel that was in Las Vegas and New York City, where I once lived. Well, where I've lived a few times. And I thought, like, you know, Times Square in New York, you just see people all over the place. Well, that's what it was like down there. There were people just down every alley you looked, there were just people there. So it was very electric. It was very exciting. You could just feel the electricity of the place. And one of the things I must say, we felt safe. You know, I'm not saying that I've not walked down streets in New York City from out of Times Square, walking down the avenues and so forth. I've done that. Didn't really encounter anything. Was not exactly fearful. But then again, I know New York pretty well. But to go to Portugal and not know the place, not know anyone there other than when we were in Madeira, The fact that my wife and I walked all the way from the heart of all of that and walked about 2 miles, 2.5 miles, maybe 3 miles, all the way back to our hotel. And, we walked, we kept seeing people left and right. At certain points, we didn't see many people, but at no point did we feel any fear, did we feel any kind of threats or anything like that. We walked all the way back to the hotel. And it was a beautiful, nice, comfortable walk because it was still relatively cool, being that it was March. So the trip turned out to just be an experience of a lifetime. And I'm glad we were able to make it. I'm glad we were able to go and get an idea of what the feel is like, what the place is like, and so forth. And we both agreed wholeheartedly that it's a place that we could actually live, that we would feel comfortable moving about. And I definitely don't have a problem. And as long as my wife don't have a problem with that, well, we're planning to get up out of here and get on over there. So that is basically what we're doing. So right now we're just working on trying to just get the process together and try to get everything together that we need and get ourselves ready to head on over there. So again, I want to thank you, the subscribers, for subscribing to this channel. We really, really appreciate it. Some of you may have noticed in, I think, the first video that I did, a couple of people came in with some threatening remarks. Really, it surprised us. For all we know, they may just be, I don't know, trolls. It could be real people, obviously, who have a concern about Americans or people coming to their island or their country. They're probably feeling some pressure, and I could certainly understand how they feel in that regard because, like I mentioned, I come from the Virgin Islands, and we sometimes have that same feeling where we see a lot of foreigners coming in, buying up the property, and making it somewhat difficult for the locals to live because they're being priced out. So I do empathize when it comes to that. But trust me, we are not a bunch of rich folks coming over there to buy a bunch beachfront property or something like that. We're just going to come there and be just like everyone else. Have to work, have to make a living, have to go through the normal struggles like everyone else. So I did understand their concerns, but they did come in here with all their threats and everything. I did delete some of the comments. So I haven't heard from them in a while. I haven't seen them except in that first video. They may pop back up again with their threats, but we're not even paying attention to them. So we're still going forward with our plans, and hopefully we can make it over there before this place over here blows up. So that's where we're at right now. So again, I said I didn't have much to say in regard in this video, but as we go through the process, we'll keep you guys abreast and let you guys know how everything is going. Okay, so I want to thank you guys because that first video that I did, that's 1,500 views now. It's really surprising to see that many people viewing a video with just me and my ugly face just talking. I don't have a whole bunch of fancy graphics and everything going on behind me, and people actually sitting there and listening to me talk for 45 minutes. So that's pretty good. A lot of people said I was a good storyteller in telling my story, and that story has to be updated, but I'm not going to do it by video. I'm going to do it in a book, okay? So I'll end this video right now. Again, I want to thank you guys for subscribing. You can share the channel with your friends. You can share it with whoever you may want to share it with, and you can subscribe and also have them subscribe whenever they come in. So we really, really, really appreciate it. I can't wait to get to Madeira because I cannot wait to get out on the road and start filming and start producing more videos like what you saw from the last one, where there's music and it's a little bit more cinematic and so forth, instead of you looking at my face and me just talking. Okay, so thank you guys very much. Really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so let me end this video and try to think if there was anything else I had to say to you guys, but I don't think I do. But I must say, we talk about Madeira around here every single day, okay? And I do watch a bunch of videos about Madeira with my video up in between there, or our videos, I should say, that is up in between there. So this is just fantastic. So you guys take care. Until the next video, I appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate you for liking. I appreciate you for commenting, okay? Again, take care. Bye-bye.